Hey you guys, it's Monica and welcome back. So today we're going to be making a glitter sign. And so I swung by the Home Depot and I picked up this circle board. I think it's actually like a tabletop piece. I don't know what the technical name, but I'm pretty sure like if you want to make like a table, this is what you would pick up. But it's only $9 at Home Depot and it's in the wood section. So yeah. And it is a 17 and a half ish inch round. They also have one that's like a lot bigger, but I figured this one will work fine. And so you're gonna see me using. I spray painted it white. I wasn't too pressed on it being like uber white because I knew most of it was gonna be covered in glitter, so I wasn't too pressed off it. So I actually messed this up really bad the first time around. It's like a common thing with me. Y'all know, like I'm not gonna ever project perfectionism because that ain't me. So you're gonna see me actually doing it with that color vinyl, and then you're gonna see the video switch to the gold vinyl because I actually ended up doing this twice. I got in my head just a little bit too much when I was making the last one, and now I'll talk about that later. But this is Oracle 651 vinyl. And then I'm going to be using, this is just the contact paper you can get from the Dollar Tree. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to cover that whole thing in the contact paper, and I'm going to use that to stick it on my board. So this video is actually featuring Total Boat, and so you guys are probably familiar with them. I know them because I watch, not like regularly, but every now and then, Evan and Caitlin, and I know when they do like resin projects, they use them a lot. And so Total Boat was actually nice enough to reach out to me and send me some epoxy. So I was like, yes. So yeah, we'll talk about that also a little bit more later. So what I'm doing now, that's actually, if y'all recognize that is the squeegee from my screen printing video. And so with this being like covering like the whole 12 by 12 square of vinyl, definitely needed something like way bigger than like the credit card size little scraper that I usually use. So that actually kind of worked out perfectly for this project. So improvise. And so what I'm doing now is I'm going to just stick it on the board. You can see I put the backing back on. And so what I like to do, and I don't always show you guys me doing this, but I always do this because I am a psychopath. And I always make sure that I line up and try to make them as equidistant as I can from the edge of the letter. So yeah, like some people can just eyeball it, but like I'm one of those people. I feel like if it's off even like a quarter inch, I could probably see it with my naked eye. I'm probably making that up, but that's just how I feel. And so I try to measure it. Again, I'm not looking like it don't gotta be dead center for me, but it gotta look like it's in the middle. And then using my squeegee just to get it down nice, picking up the board, looking at it, making sure I'm okay with it. And so that's what we're currently working with. And so just peeling it back. Like y'all, like I told y'all, this is like my second time doing this. Like I had to do it twice. And I honestly, trials and tribulations, like you learn stuff. It's like life, you know what I mean? Like, because I was I'd be mad confident when I start a project. I don't know why, because it felt like things be going wrong. Like how I broke my camera in the last video. I'd be super confident, but I don't care. That's just how it be. And so we're using 6 different colors. I'm using all hollows. So that's Razzle. This is Shrek. Next we got Retro Igloo. Then we have Smurf. That is Clueless. And that last color is Quinn. So yeah, I kind of like, when I tell you, it took me like 2 days to pick out these colors. I don't know, like picking out the colors even gave me anxiety. So you can see the vinyl color has changed. So this is my second go round. Trying to do everything I learned. in this round. So like in this one, for example, you see I put the words closer together. I didn't like how far apart the words were. It looked like it was like two different sayings. So I kind of fixed that. And so pretty much what happened in the last one you're asking. And so when I was doing the letters, I had the most trouble pulling the letters off. And like, so what you have to do to make sure you can find the letters, and that's why this layer looks so sparse, is that you kind of have to make sure you don't have glue where the letters are so you can find the letter. My problem was, I have a weeding tool that's like, I broke off the tip, but I still be trying to use it, and I really need to throw it away because it's really not good for anything at this point. And I kept trying to use, I used that same weeding tool, and I was just digging at the letters, and like, I didn't like the way it came off, and so like it kind of pulled up more glitter than I wanted it to. So then I had to like go back in and touch up all the letters, and like, I don't know, I didn't like the touch up, and I don't know, I was just struggling. And so then I was like, okay, well, I'm gonna go back in and I'm going to use acrylic paint, and I'm gonna paint the letters like back white, so like everything looks like nice and crisp. And then when I did that, I didn't like how that looks. I'm like, all right, well, like again, y'all, I be mad confident. So I'm like, okay, well, fine, I'm gonna just reverse weed the letters. So I'm going to go cut them again, reverse weed them, and I'm going to spray paint the inside of the letters white. Y'all, why did I do that? When I tell you I didn't, then, y'all, I'm not even done. Then I sat in my craft room, and cause it had bled onto the glitter. So now like they're all shadowed in white. Then I proceed to take Q-tips and acetone and sit there for at least an hour and try to clean up all the edges. And don't get me wrong, like I was getting there, but like I was so mad at myself. I couldn't believe I had did that. And like I looked at it and I'm like, this looks like pure garbage. And it looked like crap. I'm like, all right, well, I just have to redo it. And so that's what this is, that effort. And so I feel like I learned. And so honestly, I still started to use that same weeding tool with this. And I said, I need my good weeding tool because I'm never going to be able to pull these letters up clean if I can't grip the vinyl. And so, you know, again, trial and error, learning from my mistakes, got there and I was able to pull them up nice and clean. And so I'm doing 2 layers of glitter. How long did I let them wait between? Maybe an hour, if that, at least 30, somewhere between 30 minutes to an hour. I don't really wait long between my Mod Podge coats because usually I wait a long time to let them dry before I seal everything in. So I don't be worried too much about doing my coats that far after each other. And so you can see on the first layer, I did each section's glue. But for this one, I kind of poured glue over the whole thing, and I'm just going ahead and smooth it out. Because with the first one, I try to like take my time and try to get like the sections as even as possible. But for the second one, now that I know where my sections are, I can kind of move a little faster. So that was just like my methodology behind why you saw me do it like one color at a time, and then now why you see me covering the whole thing in glue and then gonna go back in with the letters. And so again, just make sure you're also taking your paper towel and just wiping off an area so you can find the letter. Remember, like with like letters like S and stuff like that, like ones like in R's, ones that curve, make sure you probably like clean off a spot on both sides of the letter in case like your vinyl rips and then you don't remember where you're supposed to be pulling it up at. So that's just my little tidbit on that. So I'm going to go ahead and finish up this glitter application. And so as you can see also, I had glitter everywhere. Like it looked like a glitter murder had taken place. I was very proud of it though. I thought, you know, I'm like, whew, it's about time. Because I feel like sometimes when you make like a tumbler, like it'd be like so like 2-color ombre, like dump it on paper, dump it back in the cup. Whereas this one, like I feel like I was just like free as a bird. I don't know. Glittering is liberating for me. I don't know about y'all. But yeah. And so, yeah, that's how we got to where we're at. And I'm going to go ahead and finish up these colors. And then I'll show you guys, because you probably see it on the thumbnail, how I have it like dripping down. And I did kind of mess this part up still, even on this one. And I know how to fix it. I just didn't because, like I said, I already had did it twice at this point. And I was just like, I'm rocking with it. I'm rolling with it. It's going in my craft room for my eyes only, essentially. But like if you want to like sell something like this, definitely make sure you know what you're doing more than me. So yeah, once all those are on there nice and good, I do like dump them as I'm going, and I do like use my fan brush to kind of not mix and mingle the colors, but whatever little bit of glitter is left, I do go ahead and I just scrape all. You know, I'm not going to be able to save that. I'm not even going to attempt to try. But I will, you know, scoop it all together and put it in my dump cup. Do y'all want to see a dump cup glitter video where like we make something out of my dump cup glitter? Because I have like 6 dump cups and I'm just holding on to them. And one of them looks super pretty. And so I'm really thinking about doing a video with that. Let me know if that's something you want to see. And so yeah, now I'm taking off my letters with my good weeding tool. So you can see they're coming up pretty seamlessly. And like I think that's where I messed up too, because I feel like that for the last one, I don't know, I just feel like I waited too long for the last one, and like it was like too dry, and like I said, it was just pulling on the glitter, pulling on the glue. It just wasn't cute. And so this time I kind of moved more swift and more with a purpose. So, and I got a much better result than I did last time. So yeah, when you do this, just make sure you're using a nice sharp weeding tool. All right, for the bottom half, what I did was I just put glue over that whole white section that you see, and I'm just using like a fluffy, you know, convert makeup brushes into craft brushes. So just like a fluffy, like blush type brush, and stay that fast 5 times. And I'm just like dipping it in the glitter and like tapping on it and creating like a cascading type of effect. And so anywhere like that I didn't want the glue anymore, I would just wipe it clean, like you see me do. So we are down in the garage, and pretty much what I'm gonna do is that I am going to dust all this off and get the letters like clean, just to a point that like it won't drive me crazy like it did with the last one. And then I'm going to go in with my crystal clear enamel and coat the whole thing. So I will do that, and then I'll just do a quick video of how it looks. Alright, so this is how it looks. Y'all can see I gave it like, I was real heavy on the spray. And then I went, and any kind of like loose glitter that flew into the letters, I cleaned up with a paper towel because my anxiety. Okay, so let's talk about Total Boat. So Total Boat was kind enough to send, and this isn't sponsored, they're not like paying me, they just sent me these products. So they sent me their 5-in-1 epoxy kit. And so the thing I love about this kit is that they come with those calibrated pumps. And so what those pumps do is they make it so that you don't have to be squatting down at your counter trying to figure out if you got the volume lined up perfectly. The pumps are calibrated so that 1 pump of resin and 1 pump of hardener, because it's a 5-to-1, but the pumps do all the work for you. So they sent me the pumps, these lovely mixing containers, some big mixing sticks, and they sent me an awesome hat. So if you follow me on TikTok, you would have saw that. So follow me on TikTok at @6glitter. And so yeah, I was super happy. Like I was the most turned about the pumps, because like you can mess up a project so easily by trying to measure by volume, and they have taken all that guesswork out. So I was stoked about this product. And so that's the awesome hat they sent me, that I wear it like 3 times a week, because I'm not gonna say like I'm a ball cap junkie, but you know, sometimes when you don't want to do your hair, you need something to throw on your head. So I have like ball caps in rotation. Y'all feel me? Okay. So we're back in the garage. Excuse all the junk in the back. The garage is also storage for like jars and stuff. So don't mind all that. And so, yeah, let's do this. Glove up. Make sure you have on your safety equipment. Whatever the packaging says. I don't want to have to keep telling y'all this, but y'all adults, read that packaging. So, yeah. And so, I'm not going to sit here and count. I feel like I did like 8 pumps of each side, maybe. I don't know. Just y'all just watch. And then I still end up going back and doing, I think, 2 or 3 or maybe 4 more pumps. And that was the perfect amount to get everything covered. So, yeah. And so the thing is, this one, the hardener, they do have like a crystal clear hardener. This hardener does have a amber tint. And you'll see that in the final product, but just something to be aware of. If you are looking for like a crystal clear, this one is not it. They do have a crystal clear hardener though. But this one is the amber one. So you can see that amber color a little bit while I'm pumping it right there. But yeah, that didn't bother me at all. As long as it's like clear, not cloudy is what I'm looking for. You know what I'm saying? And so, yeah, y'all see how easy that was? Like literally, like that's all you got to do is just pump. Like magic, pure magic. And so then I decided I wanted more. And I'm never, y'all know I'm real wasteful anyways with epoxy. I try not to be, but I am who I am. So yeah, this stuff, again, super easy to use. And then I'm just going to go in with, this isn't the 6 they sent me. These are like my own big popsicle sticks, but I'm just going to mix this up. I mixed it for about 3 minutes. Definitely a thinner viscosity, so not like super thick like you guys would have seen. Like I know I used the Happy Crafters in my last one. Definitely not as thick as that one. This one definitely has a looser and thinner viscosity and consistency, so much easier to spread and all that jazz. You can see how, look at that consistency. So yeah, super easy to use, super beginner friendly. So I'm just going to dump it in. Remember, it's sealed, so like the glitter is not going nowhere. So I just dumped it in the middle to see how far I could get it to spread. And then once I realized that like it wasn't probably going to spread too far, I did mix up some more. And so I'm not trying to like bore y'all to tears watching this part. Like I know some people like watching, I know some people don't. But essentially this is all I did. And then I tried to use the stick, but just the artist in me was like, girl, use your hands. And so I tried to do as much as I could with the stick and like be all like appropriate and proper with it. But sometimes the best way to get stuff done is just using your hand. And I don't know, I feel very comfortable being able to feel my epoxy under, like through my glove in my hand. I don't know about other people, because I know people like, can you use a roller? Can you use a brush? Like, girl, I got to use my hand. I got to be able to feel this, because if I can't feel it, I don't know if I'm missing parts. Yeah, you see, now it's hand time. So, yeah. Some people, I don't know if people aren't comfortable touching it even with gloves on. I don't know. Y'all let me know. I don't know. Because, like, when people ask me, like, can you use a brush? I'm like, why would you want to use a brush when you can just use your hands? I don't know. Someone explained that to me. But, again, everybody got their thing. I respect it. Do your thing. For me, it's just easier to use my hand. And then I also push the epoxy over the edge, and I make sure I seal that, because I did glitter the edges. I didn't show that on screen because it's very hard to film glittering an edge, especially when I film by myself and like my husband's not here to help me. But yeah, I did glitter the edge, so that's why you see me going around the rim with the epoxy and making sure I'm getting that real good. So that's essentially what happened. And so, yeah. So once I was all satisfied with that application, I did go ahead and hit it with my heat gun. I didn't hit it too much because I didn't, like I said, this is my first time using this epoxy. So I didn't want to like burn it. So I just kept, moving it around and just hitting it ever so slightly. It didn't really have that many bubbles in it, I will say. So like they were like very, very micro bubbly. So yeah, you can see I have the hat on just right there in that clip if you saw me bend down. So yeah, I just let it sit. I did decide to sand it and do another layer. I brought it up into the house. Very low VOCs, also want to mention that. Just because it had gotten cooler, and so I needed to bring it upstairs to chill. And so this is what we're left with. And I am in love. I love it. Like, if you were to make something that screams Monica, this is it. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed it. Please don't forget to give me a thumbs up. Leave me a comment below. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram at Period6Designs. You can follow me on TikTok at Period6Glitter. Did I say subscribe to the channel? Y'all better subscribe to this channel. I'm over here. I don't want to be like I'm creating heat, but I'm over here doing my thing. And we just passed 25,000 subscribers. So thank you everyone for that. I appreciate you guys so much. Check out our website, period6glitter.com. And I will see you guys in the next one.